tank stares deep into your soul.
Oh, God.
Well, you know.
We live now?
Yeah. So, this frame is now distinctly lacking Adam Driver. I'm disappointed.
So, if you were just here minutes ago, welcome back. If you're joining us now, so we can talk about the Film Independent Spirit Awards, welcome. My name is Owen. Joining me as always, we have Ashley
Who be who?
and AJ.
Yeah.
Seems like this is the first awards that get announced, and it's the last show we generally do.
Unless you can, I think Gotham might come first, but they're more or less in the same. They're more or less in the same vein. So
Bry Guy says, and here we go with this one. Also, 3 women nominated for director.
You see? The Independent Spirit Awards did it right. Apparently.
All right. So we're going to talk about the Spirit Awards. The only award show this whole season that we don't do a wrap-up show for. The reason for this is because we don't have a way to see this award show most of the time.
Thanks, IFC. So, in actuality, we'll probably wrap this up. You know, when we do our analysis, it'll be in the pre-show to the Oscars.
Exactly. After I get done noshing at the Hard Rock Cafe, I'll come back here and we'll talk about the Razzies and the Spirit Awards.
yeah, I do have IFC. So the direction I thought you were taking that was we don't do a rap show for the Spirit Awards because it's the Spirit Awards. Not to downgrade.
I mean, the problem is Adam Sandler's in it, so we can't say that this year. No.
Yeah, it's the Spirit Awards and Critics' Choice are the ones that got Sandler right, of course.
So it's basically news media and basically in charge of these award shows now, says Bry Guy. And Aubrey Plaza is hosting again.
Mm-hmm. From what I heard, she didn't do that bad of a job last year, so.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, she did fine. I just want Mulaney back. Honestly.
So this is another award show where a lot of awards have been out. So much so we couldn't even predict those ones.
Yeah. So in those cases, the Truman Fiction Award. We had Eric Starr and Chase Whiteside for America. Davy Rothbart for 17 Blocks Kahik. Allah for Black Mother. And the winner, Nadia Shihab for Jadoland. In the Piaget Producers Award, which is emerging producers with limited resources, nominated with Ryan Zacharias and Krista Paris, but winning was Molly Asher. The Bonnie Award for Mid-Career Women Directors. Lulu Wang and Mario Heller were nominated, but they went for Kelly Reichardt because I guess her film has yet to come out, so they gave her the money because it hadn't already become a huge success. Maybe, I don't know. The Someone to Watch Award. Joe Talbot for Last Black Man in San Francisco was nominated, as was Ash Mayfair for The Third Wife. But it went instead to Richard Ernesto Green for Premature.
That surprised me when I saw that.
Oh, I've heard somewhat good things about Premature. I mean, it's got a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes. However, Ada's Conspiracy, it's gonna be in theaters and on video on demand from February the 21st, from IFC Films. Is that whether? Hang on, I need to check if The Third Wife was an IFC film as well. And if it isn't, that's a conspiracy. Yep. Oh, that's Vietnamese. So, yep. That had a budget of 28 billion dong. Billion. Take that, Disney. You can't even get billion for your things. It's probably because the currency isn't great that it's a billion, but you know.
I don't know how much 28 billion dong is.
Hang on, let me get the currency converter out. 28 billion dong. Oh, and the Robert Altman Ensemble Award went to Marriage Story because they don't even have nominations and then announce it. That's just no, they win it.
Yeah, they've always been weird about like not nominating stuff that ends up being a big deal. But I'm assuming the Altman Award is why nobody's individually nominated. I'm assuming we can assume.
It's the equivalent of like the BAFTA Fellowship. It's just what's put forward. 28 billion Vietnamese dong is about $1.2 million.
I really wanted you to say it's about $38.
No, it's not. It's not Zimbabwe.
Let's get to the awards we actually can talk about now.
Yeah, starting off as we normally do, with the Cassavetes.
All right. The thing about the Spirit Awards that's really annoying, and if I remember correctly, I learned this hardcore last year. I don't think there's a whole lot of method to them. I think you just have to guess. You just have to straight up guess.
Spin the tail on the donkey.
You can say like, "Oh, well, this thing is nominated here and here, so it must win here," and then it's a random one that's not nominated for anything else. But just in case, I went ahead and used the method anyway. So for the Cassavetes, we have Burning Cane, Colwell, Give Me Liberty, Premature, and Wild Nights with Emily. Because it has nominations elsewhere, including leading actor, even though that may not matter whatsoever, I said Give Me Liberty.
Ashley, what do you got?
Because I don't know anything, I just went by what showed up at Cannes, and that's Give Me Liberty as well. I was tempted to just go with Wild Lights with Emily because Molly Shannon. But yeah, I'll go with Give Me Liberty.
I mean, quite literally, it's like, do you see what content I have on this channel? If you don't expect me to go with something called Give Me Liberty, I don't think you pay attention. Give me parentheses voices of liberty. Always.
Well, we know what's going to be picked in the next category then, AJ.
So I assume we're both looking at documentary.
No. God damn it. Fuck you, Gold Derby.
I mean,
you bastards.
It's right there if you want to do foreign first.
No, it was editing.
Oh, well, shit.
I know.
Okay.
Fuck you, Gold Derby.
No.
I said it before, I said it again.
No, Best International Film is next.
Wait. Wow, so when I copied this order went completely... Wow. When I copied... They've changed the order since I copied this down a month ago.
International Film, then editing, then cinematography.
They're just as fucking bad. Okay, I've got to move these files. Continue.
All right, do you guys want to do me a solid and do documentary?
Fine.
I'm a Bill Hader fan, so this is the perfect time to say documentary now. we have American Factory, Apollo 11, For Sama, Honeyland, and Island of the Hungry Ghosts. I said all that stuff about For Sama at BAFTA, and I may or may not be talking about it later. But I'm going back to Apollo 11 for now.
Ashley.
For the final time. Because thanks, Academy. Apollo 11.
Well, I went with it before and it bit me. Hopefully it won't this time. I'm going with American Factory.
It's not a bad bet.
No.
What I'm hoping now is you don't go with American Factory at the Oscars and then it wins. Because it didn't win anything else. Oh no, to be fair, DGA.
The Popcast party, we got the recaps and maybe the tradition I suggest for the past 2 years for Ashley and AJ. Not sure about Owen, depending on how many films he's seen this year, but he can still have a pass. I will be getting involved this year.
He might have seen enough to at least get some of the categories.
Oh, we're just doing if I remember correctly, we're doing the Big 8, right? That's all we're doing?
Yeah.
I could definitely do that.
Yeah, I've already done my Big 6. Are we doing international?
Yeah. After all that,
Sure.
yeah.
We have Invisible Life, Les Miserables, Parasite, Portrait of a Lady on Fire, Retablo, and The Souvenir. No reason to drag this out. Parasite.
Ashley.
I want to fly the flag and say Souvenir, but Parasite. God, if Parasite didn't win it, that'd be like the what?
All right, what I'm looking at now is the first screenplay and first feature.
Oh wow! Fuck you,
Nope.
actually, Gold Derby. Might as well. I'm there in the chart. Don't worry. Well, because it's only 14 categories, it's easier to sort of scroll up and down to, rather than right all the way down, all the way back up.
All right, I'm probably gonna make another mistake. For first screenplay, we have See You Yesterday, Driveways, Blow the Man Down, Greener Grass, and The Vast of Night. I went with the one I've heard the most about.
Okay.
Which is See You Yesterday. Which probably means it's going to be something completely and totally random. I feel like Blow the Man Down is like an alternate title for The Lighthouse. But shit. I lost my place now. Oh, here we are.
I mean, considering the poster for Blow the Man Down has got mermaids with knives, you might be true. Fucking AJ.
What do you got, Ashley?
Again, because I think it's biased, because I'm looking it up here and it's another IFC film. I am going to say Greener Grass, mainly because the poster is fucking bullshit. It's like Stepford Wives, except rather than like a head, it's just giant smiles like fucking Monty Python. I think it's got to be a comedy because Beck Bennett's in it, because he's never in anything that isn't a comedy because he doesn't have range. Shoot. Then again, also people say it's a Wes Anderson meets 80s music video aesthetic of the cinematographer.
These days, what isn't something meets Wes Anderson?
Accurate.
True.
No offense to Taika Waititi, but
I just feel See You Yesterday as well as a bit too baity because it's a Spike Lee production. Or Spike Lee somehow involved. Let me check up Is he exec producer or producing? Oh no, producing. Of course it is. It's 40 Acres and a Mule.
Best first feature.
We have, what is it, 6
Hang on,
nominees?
which one are you going for, Owen?
See you yesterday.
Okay. We didn't get that. I spent too much longer looking at the posters.
For first feature, we have Booksmart, The Climb, Diane, Last Black Man in San Francisco, The Mustang, and See You Yesterday. I mean, is it the wrong move to go with the most high-profile one? It could be. It really could be. I can also see this being Last Black Man in San Francisco. Is Diane's the one with Mary Kay Place, right? She won a couple of major critics awards.
Let me check. Yeah, because she's in. She's in for female lead. Yeah, won the LA Film Critics Association award.
I actually briefly reviewed The Mustang, so I'm actually familiar with it. But yeah, I just went the easy way out, and I said Booksmart.
Ashley.
Oh, just because I'm swayed of it not getting the one to watch award. Yeah, I'm literally changing it on the fly. I'm going to say Olivia Wilde as well. I think maybe just because of the pressure of, like, female stuff. Because I'm just wondering whether Talbot, if he didn't make it in the one to watch award but still won best first feature, how would that be one to watch when literally his first feature gets, the top award? I wouldn't be surprised, though.
Yeah, I feel like they're inconsistent like that a lot.
Yeah.
Right Guy says in 2014 he ran Budapest picture. Yes, it should.
I can't be bothered to look at the history of like the different categories, mainly because there isn't a page for the one to watch award.
Right Guy's talking about heads up maybe for next year. I think my picture front runner will be Spielberg's West Side Story.
I'm very curious about it because I'm like a massive fan of Robert Wise's movie, and I don't know why, I'm just really curious of what Spielberg's gonna do with it.
Hang on, what other films are coming out at Christmas? If we're doing the 1917 deal. Ooh, we've got Last Duel from Ridley Scott and News of the World from Paul Greengrass. And
Oh my god, I am so fucking hyped for that Ridley Scott movie.
And of course, Escape Room 2. Wait, they're doing Escape Room 2? Sorry, I got distracted. What? Why? Son of a bitch.
Next.
We have finally made it back to editing.
Yeah! Back to more Voices of Liberty, probably.
If only.
We have The Third Wife, Uncut Gems, Sword of Trust, The Lighthouse, and Give Me Liberty. Well, I feel like in another year, Uncut Gems will be in the Oscar lineup.
Yep.
And they clearly really love it. But like I said, it's the Spirit Awards. That may not mean jack shit, but I actually felt pretty confident saying Uncut Gems. So that's what I said.
Ashley.
I will say Uncut Gems as well.
Not to tip my hand, but Uncut Gems is not going to be the last time I talk about it tonight. I could see The Lighthouse getting this too, honestly.
Yeah.
Really could. Judging by the rest of it, what the rest of the categories went for, I could see The Lighthouse ended up winning a lot more, potentially. But yeah, Uncut Gems.
All right. Kind of in line with what you were just saying, cinematography. We're we have Hustlers, The Lighthouse, Honey Boy, The Third Wife, and Midsummer. I love that Midsummer's here. I love it a lot that Midsummer's here. But once again, I feel pretty confident going with the Oscar nominee of the bunch. So I said The Lighthouse.
Ashley.
I want to say Midsummer, but I'm going to say Lighthouse.
Yeah, this is definitely the win for The Lighthouse. Real quick in chat, let's see. Jeffrey Kilo wants to ask a question to you, AJ. He says, Oscar question, sorry to change the subject. What movie does AJ want to win picture, not what he thinks will?
But let me just make sure I have the question right. What I want to win.
Yes.
Aren't we doing that?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is my favorite movie of the decade.
Wow. It's even better than Hateful Eight.
Well, my second favorite movie of the decade would be Django. So yeah, that's
what's the first non-Tarantino?
The Social Network. Would be 3.
Oh, so
and then I don't.
So does Hateful Eight make it like 4 then, or is that further down for you? I guess you'd have to map it out, but you know.
The Raid 2 would probably be above the Hateful Eight.
Raid 2 is so good. Tom McCarthy has Stillwater. What about Zemeckis' Witches?
What was that about Zemeckis you cut out?
His adaptation of The Witches.
The Rogue movie with Angelica Houston?
Yeah, I think so.
That's interesting.
Bry Guy says, basically spoilers for his top 10 today.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently it's coming in October. Well, it's already fucked because the Grand High Witch is being played by Anne Hathaway. It's over. Dead. Oh, but it's produced by Alfonso Cuarón and Guillermo del Toro. Oh, I hope it's actually fucking scary then. But then it's a Jim Henson production, so it probably won't be. But then again, the
AJ, back to what you were saying about the top 10 of the decade.
I mentioned the Raid 2, but I mean, when it comes to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Django, The Social Network, off the top of my head, I have no idea what's after that. I just know that's the top 3.
That's your top 3. Okay. I just thought it was just going to be all 3 Tarantino films.
All right, are we on Screenplay?
We are on Screenplay, I think.
This one's a little tough.
Yeah.
We got 2 players and then the other 3. We have Marriage Story, To Dust, Uncut Gems, Clemency, and High Flying Bird. I liked High Flying Bird a lot, and somebody eagerly recommended To Dust to me, which I haven't gotten around to yet. But this is clearly between Marriage Story and Uncut Gems. Because they really loved Uncut Gems. It would seem they loved Uncut Gems more than they loved Marriage Story, but at the same time, nobody was nominated for Marriage Story because of the Altman Award. And Baumbach's not in director, but nobody has put Baumbach in director.
Yeah.
So I almost jumped on Uncut Gems immediately, but the more I thought about it, the more I went with Baumbach. So I ended up going Marriage Story.
Ashley?
Yeah, I went Marriage Story as well. Although, I'd say it's a 2-horse race. Shouldn't say that. Until we get to the Oscars and it's like, yes, this is one. Boring, boring, boring.
I thought long and hard about this, and it made sense to me to go one way, and then I kind of got swayed the other way. Bombach.
All
Next
right,
category.
are we in acting territory?
Yes, we are.
All right, this could go in some interesting directions.
Yeah.
Supporting actress. Jennifer Lopez for Hustlers, Taylor Russell for Waves, Ashton for The Farewell, Lauren Spencer for Give Me Liberty, and Octavia Spencer for Loose. I was one of the first people to back Octavia Spencer for Loose way back when, but
Yeah. I remember when it was one of the mystery films at the closed down cinema where I went, and it's like, here's an awards contender, and it's like, it literally only got like 2, and that was in The Spirit, so that's a bit grasping, right?
I'm still a little baffled that it wasn't more of a player and adapted screenplay. I feel like in any other year it would have been, but it's like just nobody saw it. Weird. But once again, I do feel like this is down to 2 people. And all this year in prediction videos, I was very much pro Zhao and very much anti Lopez. And I got one of those things right. And now I think I'm going to do the reverse. I'm going to say Lopez.
Ashley.
She might actually win something. Lopez.
All right. I guess I'm going to be the odd man out here. I'm going with Zhao here.
That'd be my preferred choice.
I mean, to be fair, it should be whoever the actress is that plays the sister in fucking Parasite.
Yeah. Well, you know who I... Well, no, I won't say that yet because it's a spoiler for the lineups we do on the Oscar video, but when I saw Parasite again, there was somebody else that stood out a lot more than they did the first time. So are we on to supporting actor?
Mm-hmm. Yes, we are.
We have Willem Dafoe for The Lighthouse, Noah Jupe for Honey Boy, Shia LaBeouf for Honey Boy, Jonathan Majors for Last Black Man in San Francisco, and Wendell Pierce for Burning Cane. This is your one fucking chance. Do not fuck this up. Give this to Willem Dafoe, or let him strike you dead.
Ashley, do you have it?
No, I'm going with something different. Fucking Green Goblin's winner. Not Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe doesn't exist. The Green Goblin just is Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe is his nom de plume.
So, Lars von Trier aside.
You hate that fucker.
I literally hate that movie so much.
You gotta be specific because Dafoe is like the most normal person in Nymphomaniac.
That's not an incorrect statement. And speaking of Nymphomaniac, it wouldn't shock me if Shia wins here.
Yeah, I kind of like thought it over, but it was like, no, you have to.
It was honestly, it's funny because when I was seeing them scroll up, I didn't see Dafoe right away, so immediately I went with Shia. And then I saw Dafoe, I was like, well, this is over. This is what AJ's wanted all season. Why not let it happen in a tent? Willem Dafoe.
Holy fuck, I'm looking through his fucking filmography. I completely forgot Dafoe was in John Wick 1.
Yeah. Because it's the whole thing where it's like, because he's Willem Dafoe, it's shocking that he's actually an ally.
Bry Guy says there are those who wish me Sheridan's new movie.
You just completely cut out.
Yeah.
Thanks, British Internet. Those who wish me dead.
Oh, Taylor
Sheridan.
Sheridan's new film.
Yeah.
And apparently he's working on Nightmare Alley. Written, produced, and directed by Guillermo del Toro. With Bradley Cooper and Kate Blanchett and Rooney Mara and Toni Collette and David Strathairn. And Ron Perlman. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
He done it again, boys.
Good lord.
Yeah, I feel like that. I was more excited when it was DiCaprio instead of Cooper, but I mean, that's still going to be a kick-ass movie.
Oh, wait, fuck. Is this Del Toro's fucking Mulholland Drive? I mean, okay, it's a carnival, but it's like sleazy stuff in the 40s. Whoa.
Bry Guy's talking about Bob's Burgers, the movie.
That might be
interesting.
That might be in with a shout for animated feature. You never know.
I've never seen an episode of the show, and the only knowledge I have of it is the Bill and Ted joke from several years ago.
Yeah, I have no investment whatsoever.
Jeffrey also asked, like how he calls me Disney guy. That's great.
Disney guy.
Who does Disney guy and Ashley want to win Best of the Oscars? The obvious answer is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Ashley, what do you want?
Bait. Because they won't go for documentary. Bait and hang on, where the fuck did I put my list that I wrote down?
While you search.
Oh no, the actual Tarantino film I liked this year, Dragged Across Concrete, because it was just as long and it was just as sadistic. In fact, even more so. Here's a mother coming back from fucking maternity leave. Bang! She's dead.
I want so badly to be a Zoller fan, and I am not. I want to love that guy, and I just don't care.
I don't rate Bone Tomahawk and Brawl in Cellblock 99 that much, but I just really liked. I really like Dragged Across Concrete.
I mean, cheers to him for making us watch Vince Vaughn eat a sandwich in real time. But I mean,
he literally just used 3 minutes of the film to ASMR fucking Vince Vaughn. Second Vince Vaughn. Second ASMR reference in these videos of series. What's the other one? I can't even fucking remember.
Anthony Hopkins in the two popes.
Oh yeah, yeah, because like that random scene that I saw on Twitter of him eating. Oh god, I've triggered AJ again.
Defoe is also in Finding Nemo.
That's a reminder. I've got to find that fucking GIF and put it in the fucking montage of the clips that we're gonna use.
Defoe was also in Finding Nemo, which is AJ's brother's favorite animated film.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As Gil, the tank gang was supposed to be in Finding Dory as agents like the Penguins of Madagascar, but Andrew Stanton cut it out.
Yeah, and then the fact that they're the post-credits scene is given away by the credits.
Focusing more on Marlin instead of Dory. Jeffrey says, Parasite is more in keeping with our culture. It's supreme best. It's good. I like Parasite. Gold Derby says it's down to Parasite or 1917. Yeah, please. Please don't remind me.
Not in this one.
I don't want to hear about it anymore.
Not in the Spirit.
Yeah, now we're back to the Independent Spirit Awards.
Do we leave off on actress?
We're an actress now.
Oh my
Best
god.
female lead.
I completely forgot Hong Chow was almost a thing for downsizing.
Oh
Yeah.
God, I remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, she's back. Oh no, she was on Big Little Lies, so she was still there. But we have Karen Allen for Colwell, Hong Chow for Driveways, Elizabeth Moss for Her Smell, Mary Kay Place for Diane, Alfred Woodard for Clemency, and Zellweger for Judy. There's like 6 slots, and Zellweger's the last one. It's like, hey, you guys have a chance. Haha, no, you don't. But like I said, Mary Kay Place did win some major critic awards, surprisingly. But yeah, how is this not going to be Zellweger?
Ashley.
What you said?
It's easy. Zellweger.
All right, actor.
Yes.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix. Oh wait.
For once, not.
All right, we have Chris Gallust for Give Me Liberty, Kelvin Harrison Jr. for Loose, Robert Pattinson for The Lighthouse, Adam Sandler for Uncut Gems. Every time I hear his name, I hear it said a different way. What is his fucking name?
I think it's Matthias Schoenaerts. I think.
I've heard that, and I've heard Scooter. I don't know, but as far as who's going to win this, once again, as I said in supporting actor, this is your chance. Do not fuck this up. Surely to God, this has to be Sandler, right?
You'd think so.
That's who I'm going with.
Ashley.
I'm going with Sandler too.
So we're all going with Sandler then. Speaking of Adam, where's Driver here?
In the Altman Award.
Okay, Schoenaerts, according to the pronunciation on Wikipedia. S-H, U as in goose, N as in nigh, and then A as in, or the AR as in far, So, Schoenaerts. That's how it's pronounced apparently. Schoenaerts. Like
Jeffrey, I'm not
like
sure.
Schoenmaker.
Jeffrey, I'm not sure what your comment was. If you'd like to repost it, you're more than. I'm literally monitoring the chat right now. Bry Guy says if Uncut Gems is an earlier release date. I mean, 1917 tells you that's not necessarily the case.
Well, speaking of, are we on director?
Oh, Jeffrey said, real quick, Jeffrey said Hollywood has no chance to win. Doesn't matter what the critics like because they're not the ones voting.
I missed that whole comment you cut out.
Hollywood had no chance to win, but the critics never liked it that much.
I don't think anybody's expecting it to win.
At this point, no, it's not even a chance. There's no other options. There's 2 options, and that's it. It's not the right options, but that's the options.
So, should I rephrase? Are we on Best Director?
Yeah.
Or are we on Best Directors? Singular or plural? We have Robert Eggers for The Lighthouse, Amahara for Honey Boy, Julius for Loose, the Safdie brothers for Uncut Gems, and Lorraine Scafaria for Hustlers. Okay, now you're frozen. Once again, it's tempting to go with one of the women. But once again, I mean, they really love the movie. a lot. So I said the Safdie brothers.
Okay. Ashley, what do you got?
Hang on, I've got to wait for the fucking document to autosave before I can actually paste it in. Lighthouse.
Interesting.
I would certainly be down for that.
I keep in mind the lighthouse doesn't show up for the rest of the show. I mean, there's only one aboard, but to me, that's the clue.
Uncut Gems.
All right, we ready to finish this?
Yes.
So I'm just confused. Sorry, I got confused that the first independent best director was co-shared between Joel Cohen and Martin Scorsese. Wonder whatever happened to them. Also, Scorsese was making independent films in the 80s. Hang on,
Well,
is
remember those.
Netflix considered independent though? Because obviously, Marriage Story got in, but there's no Scorsese.
Speaking of that, Best Picture.
Yeah.
All right, we have A Hidden Life, Clemency, The Farewell, Marriage Story, and Uncut Gems. If you look at all the nominations coming in, it makes you want to say Uncut Gems. But, like I was saying, the past has shown us that they would much rather go for the movies that have the momentum now that maybe didn't when the nominations came out. So I'm assuming they're going to go with Marriage Story.
Ashley.
Uncut Gems.
As tempting as it is to go with Ashley's answer, Marriage Story.
And that's why I waited, because it's fucked me. I think I fucked myself over, and you just fucked yourselves over. The last 5 years. Sorry, 4 years. The best director has gone to Best Picture. Spotlight, Moonlight, Get Out, and If Beale Street Could Talk. Linklater got director for Boyhood when Birdman won Best Picture.
I forgot how well Beale Street did here.
12 Years a Slave did the double in 2012. Silver Linings Playbook, 2013. Silver Linings Playbook did the double in 2012. The Artist did the double in 2011. Black Swan did the double in 2010. Precious did the double. It's only when you get to 2008 with Tom McCarthy for The Visitor when Best Picture went to The Wrestler. That's the only one where it didn't get nominated, so it couldn't have been in, either or. So
Apparently, Jeffrey says the main issue that people had with Once Upon a Time Bruce Lee's depiction.
yeah, I've heard that a lot, but it still has won a lot of awards that I didn't think it was going to.
Watch A Hidden Life win being the film's only nomination seemed to be happy. True.
Yeah, that's bizarre. It's not in cinematography.
LG Draco's movie channel is asking why in the same place anymore. We used to be in the same room. Yeah, we used to be in the same state too. But he was not aware of that. So thank you, Bry Guy, for responding in chat. That's your show. Tomorrow, as in Thursday, 6 p.m. ish. There you go. Oscar predictions. And then AJ's got reviews coming up for the weekend. We got a BAFTA wrap up on Sunday. So lots of content coming in the near future.
I'm trying to remember what films are coming out for you guys next weekend because all our films are like films you've already had. Oh, River
think
of
it's
Destruction and Gretel and Hansel.
Yep.
At least one of them might be good.
So BAFTA is going to be this Sunday on BBC, on BBC America, depending on where you are. Spirit Awards are on IFC, like what, 10 o'clock ish Eastern time normally.
no, lately they've been a lot earlier. They've been like, well, about evening. I was gonna say early evening, but it's about evening.
He says doing it without BAFTA or WGA winners, that's going to be tough. I don't think that's really going to be an issue at this point. I think we're pretty much all settled on what we're going to go with Oscar wise right now,
Probably.
for the most part.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
it's like we
wow,
were saying after.
They're really going to be fucking bastards. Thanks to Doctor Who, they're being broadcast at 9:10 Eastern till 11:40. So we'll see. I won't be surprised if we're doing it earlier, so we might be spoiling some awards for you. Sorry, not sorry.
Jeffrey says, I think there'll be some shockers. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I'm just worried about that because usually we can count on shockers on nominations day, and they didn't go that route. So I'm afraid that the winners are going to be just as. Yeah.
Screenplay going to Parasite wouldn't be a shock at this point. Not if you really look at everything, look at all the categories and how everything's gone so far. It's very possible. Jeffrey says, AJ, you could go to the show live. Ashley, could you go to the BAFTAs live?
Yeah, somebody of my caliber. Do some random fucking shit on the internet. Oh yeah, you can come in. I ain't even got a fucking black tie. Just kick me out.
Steve Dave don't even have a passport, so I mean, come
They
on.
don't have like it's not like some of the events where they actually have public tickets where they let the people go. You got to be in the academy. You got to have friends. I don't have the right friends. I just have this. Why is that a thing?
Big at your show.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us, whether live or in archive. More awards coverage coming this weekend. We've got our Oscar predictions tomorrow, as in Thursday, after 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, so stay tuned for that. And then BAFTA wrap up on Sunday, and then next week, our live Oscar Popcast, which we'll do a simulcast. Let us be your second screen experience as we talk about the guilds, Razzies, Spirit Awards, and at the very end of the show, what won everything. Quick recap, because I gotta go to bed, so I gotta be work next morning. So there you go.
Hopefully
real
don't
quick,
run
Jeffrey
late.
asked if you could do. Real quick, Jeffrey asked if you could go to the red carpet, if that's an option.
I
But I
won't be able
know
to. I won't be able to probably get down there in time. Plus, when they previously done the red carpet there, people have to be there like the day after. Or sorry, not the day after. They're there the day before, waiting.
Okay. Thank you, Jeffrey, for joining us. You said thanks. Sorry, everyone came in late. It's all right. No worries. Thank you for joining us tonight. Absolutely. And thanks, everyone, for joining us this season so far. We're almost done, and it feels like we just started. So, that being said, thank you guys and girls out there for watching. And until next time, boys and girls, that's all we got to say about that.
Go back to the good old fashioned donkey with the headphones. Yeah.